Welcome to the VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley.
And I'm Coach Jay.
Back with another episode of the film breakdown series. We're calling it audible. We called it audible after last week's video. We talked during the video about possibly calling one, and then we called one as soon as it was over. We listened to what you guys say. You know, you guys are enjoying the series. We talked about it off air. You said, guys, stop with the in-state kids. Give us what we want, and what you want is Aryan Carter. So that's who we're going to get into and break down today. This thing's going to be dropping, Sunday. So tonight, we're going to be doing a watch party for the Super Bowl. Hope you guys will come hang out for that. And then Wednesday night, we're bringing the film breakdown live. Arch versus Nico, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out for that. We're going to break down Arch Manning. We're going to break down Nico, and we're going to get your feedback live. Should be fun, Coach Jay, doing something a little different, doing it live.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you guys interacting with us and really doing a deep dive into, what Heupel, what Golish at the time, what Coach Halsey were thinking when they made the very obvious choice to really commit to Nico early and know that that's what they wanted to fit their system. And I really look forward to breaking that down and sharing that all with you.
So hope you guys will join us again. That's Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Before we get going, as always, do us a favor, smash the thumbs up just below the video. That's quick, free, easy, helps the channel. If this is your first time joining the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. Coach Jay may be a little bit of an expert. He breaks down the film, brings a little different dynamic to the channel. This is a great series. So if you guys like it, subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Today, we're going to jump right into it. Aryan Carter, committed to Tennessee, 4-star prospect. You can see there on the screen, 6'1", 220 pounds. Coach Jay, I'm excited to see what these kids look like. These class of 23 kids look like once they get to spring camp here, about a little over a month away. What I've seen is Caleb Herring has already put on a good 15 to 20 pounds since his senior year of high school football. How much can Aryan Carter weigh? Put on. Big difference between your senior year of high school football when you look at these recruiting profiles and then your first year on a college campus in a college weight room.
Yeah, absolutely. And Arion was there for the bowl practices. He's been on campus a little while. I expect him to put on a good, 8 to 12 pounds. We don't want to get too much bigger. I think Herring's going to be coming off the edge a little bit more than Arion will, sitting in the mic. But Arion's got that, stereotypical 6'1", 220. I think he'll top out around, 6'2", 228, 235 maybe. Depends how much height he can add on. Just an amazing kid, though, as you all will see in a minute.
This was a big-time recruiting win for Tennessee. Something we as Tennessee fans are used to seeing is these kids pick Georgia, they pick Alabama, and then Tennessee's beating out Vanderbilt and Kentucky. That's not the case with Aryan Carter. Alabama was trying to beat down the door of the high school as Aryan Carter was getting ready to make his commitment. He chooses Tennessee. When you look at the class of 23, the only kids ranked ahead of him, Nico, David Hobbs, who's a big-time prospect, we're going to be breaking down next week. Nathan Laycock, the kid that went from a 3-star to one of the highest-rated recruits in this class, and then Caleb Herring. Aryan Carter comes in as the 5th highest-ranked prospect in the class of 23 for Tennessee. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to take a look at his film. Coach Jay said, let's take a look at the play that starts at 31 seconds. We'll kind of start there. And then he changed his mind and said, let's just roll the tape and show some athleticism. Coach Jay, why did you just want to kind of throw these in there and not really break down these first plays? And I'll let them roll here.
Yeah, the first one is just a speed rush. And the ones I wanted to show you were just to showcase Aryan's speed and athleticism. We could show you plays like this all day, just comes off the edge and absolutely tattoos the quarterback there. Right here, pulls through the gap, splits through the B gap, kills the quarterback again. Just super fast fills. Right here, he's playing in the pistol, running back, going to take it through the B gap. Just sprints. Arion started off his career to running back and only switched to a linebacker. We can pause it here. Yeah, very recently. And I can tell you guys the stuff that he does for being so young of a linebacker and so new to being a linebacker is absolutely incredible. There was a reason Nick Saban was beating down his door. There was a reason Coach Day at Ohio State was beating down his door. This kid is a game changer. He is a general out there, and he can lead an absolutely fast downhill, uh, ferocious defense, and he can also guard against the pass, as we will see. Opening off here, we got Twins to the wide side of the field. We got a little bit of a wing formation. Want everyone to keep their eye on what normally would be the tight end, but he's in that wing, that S receiver for all you playbook junkies on the wide side of the field, closest to the offensive line. Boogie, if you want to just roll like literally 2 seconds here, maybe a second. Shows blitz on the weak side. Arion doesn't fill step, as we talked about the other week with the guard step. The guards block out, and instead he takes what we call bounce step, right? So he's not fooled off the gun. He's read the offensive line immediately. He looks to the wide side of the field, to the wall off. So he's looking for 2 things right here. Maybe either the slant from the Twins that were on the wide side of the field, or possibly a leak out by that wide receiver. And let's see what we get. Boogie, why don't you go ahead and play it? Walls off, sees that leak, changes his angle immediately, and man, is he fast. He beats him right to this ball. He could have hit him, but he knew he had to jump on it, and that's a pick. And for all you Tennessee fans who have been tired of getting beat over the middle by little quick passes, if the linebacker took a step to read the run and they're picking up 4 or 5, 6 yards on first down, these are the plays that are going to stop that kind of thing. Just a beautiful, beautiful read, and Arion does a beautiful, beautiful job of changing his angle, not playing to the ball or the man, but using his angle to attack where he needs to be. On this play, looks like we got deuces here, pistol formation. Arion's going to be in the mic position here. And why don't you go ahead and roll a second or two, Boogie, and see what we got here. Yeah, we got another little bounce step by him, and he's going to look to wall again. He watches that swing pass here, but as soon as he sees that quarterback's angle, once again, Arion is going to change his angle. And let's see what we get out of it, Boogie. Once again, just steps right in, knows where the ball is going to be before the quarterback knows where the ball is going to be, almost. Just beautifully done by Arion once again. Here we got a little bit of a tighter formation. We got still a wing, single fullback set, some old school Navy looking football here. We got Arion at the Mike linebacker again, and we're definitely thinking power here. They could leak a receiver out or a running back out or a fullback out right here. Once again, we want to read those guard keys. If they step down, we want to step down. If they pull, we want to fill that backside gap or front side A to B gap. If they stand straight up, we want to take that bounce step and not a downhill step. So why don't we see maybe just a second and see what he does with his fill, and then pause. Yeah, so he takes his fill step. He takes a little bit of a false step, but once again, he's brand new to linebacker. Still not a bounce step, the correct fill step. He sees both guards pulling on this play. So he's going to be backside A gap to backside B gap responsibility. It looks like they're faking the triple option, but if my eyes haven't deceived me, and I know they haven't, that ball has been handed off to the fullback. And even though he's taken a false step here, we talked about that speed earlier, that elite speed that Tennessee has been missing at that position. And let's watch how Mr. Carter fills this gap. Just absolutely knees to nuts, ass down, head up, wrap up, hat on the ball. Man, when you teach kids how to tackle, when you teach them how to fill, that's a fullback, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a tailback right there. That's a hoss running at you, and Aryan Carter absolutely depletes him. Very, very well done by Arion on that play.
So we're a few plays into the Aryan Carter breakdown. Something you keep talking about is speed, and what I like is the first 2 defensive plays that you showed are in the pass game, and I feel like that's where Tennessee linebackers the past couple of years have really struggled is in the passing game. Tennessee's run defense has been pretty solid. Of course, there's more than linebacker play there. That's defensive line, secondary. I mean, it's 11 men out there, right? All playing together. But I think they've struggled in pass coverage. So when you look at Arion Carter, and when you look at his tape, and you've watched a whole, you said, Boogie, we could just throw it on and watch it all. We could talk for an hour about Arion Carter. You like
Absolutely.
what you see. And as a true freshman coming in, of course, when you look at the depth chart, you've probably got Aaron Beasley, obviously, is going to be your starting linebacker, probably the kid transferring in from BYU. Somebody in the comment section said just recently, you don't add kids via the portal to sit out. They're typically coming to start. And then in your two deep, you probably got Elijah Herring going into his sophomore year. And then you've got Solon Page. That's probably your two deep. Can Arion Carter, as a true freshman, do you think work his way into the two deep?
Absolutely. Yep. 100%. No doubt about it. He has that field generalship that we talked about. He's a smart kid. I know Heupel, like we were talking about, took it upon himself to recruit him and was just blown away by how intelligent Arion Carter is. And you can just see he is instinctual at middle linebacker. It comes natural to Arion at middle linebacker. These bounce steps, these read steps, these read triangles, guard to running back, to flats, to pass responsibility. These are concepts that it takes linebackers years to refine, guys. And this kid has done it instantly, almost instantly, which is why he blew up on the recruiting scene. And I can not tell you how difficult that is. It's like, why don't we just learn to speak French in a month while we're at it, Arion? It is crazy.
I love the fact that you brought up there that Coach Heupel took over his recruitment. That shows you how big of a priority he was down the stretch for Tennessee. I got a few more plays we're going to take a look at here, guys. Make sure you hit the comment section on these videos. Let us know your thoughts, what you like in the breakdown, what players you want us to cover moving forward. Again, next week, we're going to be taking a look at David Hobbs. Do you want guys in the class of 23? Anybody in the class of 24 you want? Hit that comment section and let us know. Coach Jay, what do you see here?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got twins to the wide side of the field. We got a pistol formation. We got a really weird split to the will. That's the weak side linebacker to the right of Arion in this situation. A really weird split by him, and I would be very, very suspicious of that weak side A gap if I were Arion here. I would be watching to see if guards pull. Do they pull both guards again like earlier? Do they only pull that weak side guard or tackle to try to fool us? Let's take a look at what happens after they hike the ball, and we'll just pause it for a quick second, then fly through. Okay, yeah, so that guy in that weird formation definitely pulled, and the guard to his side down blocked. So he takes a down step. You can see it. He's right in the middle of stepping down with his right foot. He knows his will linebacker is in that B gap. So he's backside A gap to front side A gap. And let's see what happens from there. Just an absolutely nice fill again. I mean, hat on the ball. Every tackle from Arion Carter seems to be absolutely textbook, guys. This is a fill, gathers right there, just absolutely annihilates him. Well done, Arion, again. Beautiful, beautiful fill. Just that's how you teach them to tackle, guys. You can go back to the beginning of that play real quick. Yeah. All right.
I missed
Yeah.
my pause button.
Yeah. No, you're all right here, guys. We got twins to the left. Arion's got possible running back here. Possible middle of the field, possible quarterback spy. Looks like he hasn't taken that down step. Looks like our offensive linemen have all stood up. So, he's going to take that bounce step or gather step. So he's not getting too far downfield. His backer there, either the stars will linebacker against the slot on the weak side, the wide side of the field, looks like he's walling off real nice. So Arion's got to really watch that running back swing pass out of the backfield. But if that running back, guys, runs that swing pass out of the backfield, what coordinators will do is run that ace, that single wide receiver, to the short side of the field underneath on a slant, because they know you're going to be angled towards that swing on the running back, and they'll run the slant right behind you. How many times you see a big slant play over the middle where the linebacker's gone? Well, that's why he's gone. But let's see what Arion does with it. Yeah, reads it, catches a leak out, not a slant. And I mean, another hit, guys. I mean, on that play, Arion just, he hits that tight end so hard, his girlfriend broke up with him after the game. And he just absolutely depletes him right there, guys. Just another hard hits. And as everyone knows, all Danico Slaughter in the Kentucky game, big hits can change the tempo of a game. I think there was a game we played way back in the day against Cal where there was a big hit in the beginning of the game that just changed the absolute feel and tone of a football game. And Aryan Carter can absolutely do that with the way he plays. All right. We at the next one?
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to be reading here once again. Now, the line doesn't stand straight up, and this is a little bit of a confusing play for a linebacker here. More of a zone blocking scheme, that old school John Elway, Terrell Owens zone blocking scheme here. And Arian's going to have to be really careful that he doesn't get beat B gap to C gap and possibly even stretch outside of that. Maybe just give me 2-3 seconds here, Boogie, and see what we get. Yeah, out of that pistol. It's a tailback right here, a little speed out zone blocking scheme. He sits in the C gap. Now, notice this, guys. As soon as he's butt deep through that C gap, meaning as deep as the offensive lineman's butts behind them, he sits down. Why does he sit down? Because if the running back tries to cut back, he can angle in. Now, it's an absolute wash. That's not going to happen on this play. But still, just great technique, great understanding of what a linebacker needs to do and what his responsibility is here. Yeah, just go ahead and play it out here, Boogie. Just flows, takes that correct angle when he shifts out and closes on a fast running back very quickly. Very, very well done by Arion on that play as well. All
We're
right.
going to take a look at one more play here, guys. Let me get it queued up. We'll take a look at it. Again, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Hit the comment section. Let us know who you want us to break down next. Got David Hobbs coming up next week, so tune in for that. Here's the last play, Coach Jay. What do you see?
All right. Yeah, here we got a little bit of a bunch formation to the short side of the field. Once again, we got to watch all these little underneath pass plays behind us. But we also got to watch that weak side run to the will side. As the mic sometimes here, you got to watch that quarterback spy. So it's just a million different things it could be. You got to know your down and distance. We're looking at 2nd and 10. Playbook still kind of open here. They could sneak it behind us. They could run a run play. Let's see what we get out of here. And pause it almost right at the handoff point here, Boogie. All right. Here, Arion has taken what we call that bounce step or gather step, and he's actually read it wrong here. It's a it's a little bit of a down block here, and the tackle number 79 has beat him to his spot, and his outside leverage is actually sucked in with his shoulders turned. If you guys have watched the earlier defensive end periods, we don't want to turn those shoulders or we're going to get beat outside. So Arion's got his hands full right here, guys. He's got to defeat this block, and he's got to get back to the running back or back to the sweeping wide receiver on the pitch on a little bit of an either outside pitch or outside reverse. Let's see what we get from Arion, though. Just a couple ticks through, gets hit in, keeps his feet, great balance. Now right here, I mean, he's got a decent angle, but he's really, for lack of a better word, beat, especially if a fast tailback decides to sprint out. I mean, if he cuts back in, he's good. But let's see if he cuts back in or decides to sprint out. Go ahead and run it. Yeah, I think we're going to see Arion loses him here. The running back takes a new angle. Arion matches the angle and beats him to the angle at a flat angle. And guys, as linebackers, you almost never want to play flat, but when he resets his angle flat, that third burst of speed from Arion is out of this world and absolutely special. And man, I'm over the moon excited for this kid, Boogie. I think he could be um, an All-American, All SEC player, and possibly win the award for best middle linebacker in the country one day. I expect big things from Mr.
And I think
Arian
it,
Carter.
it just goes back to speed, right? Speed and
Mm,
athleticism, legitimate SEC speed. That's what I feel like, not just at linebacker, in the secondary too, at the safety position. I feel like they've lacked SEC speed. And I think Josh Heupel and this coaching staff is changing that. As we wrap up this video, not just Arian Carter, I know you're excited about him, but what do you think about this linebacking unit in the class of 23? We talk about stacking recruiting classes. You've got, Elijah Herring. He's going into his sophomore year. Caleb Perry, I think, probably going to be a redshirt freshman, and Herring may even be a redshirt freshman. I don't know if he played in 4 games. I know he got some run, but when you look at the class of 23 and you stack on top of that class of 22, and you've got Arian Carter, you've also got Jalen Smith, 4-star out of Georgia, and then a guy that it's really the hot, sexy name, Jeremiah T. Lander, 3-star prospect that everybody's behind. What do you think about this linebacker core for the class of 23 overall?
man, I think it's really solid. But as everyone is learning and learning quickly in this new game of college football that you were alluding to in your video this morning, it's not the football we used to know and love in college game, and I still love it too. But hey, look at all these transfers, man. Not only do kids transfer, there's just general attrition. You have to stack talent. You have to stack it deep. And linebacker, especially the Mike, is just so important, so important. And if you don't stack that talent, look, you're going to lose kids. You're just going to lose them, and that's the bottom line. So you've got to stack them. The more chips we can stack, the closer we get to winning a ship. Bottom line. Bottom line.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Arian Carter film breakdown. Like I said, guys, hit the comment section. Let us know what you think of Arian Carter. Also, where you want us to go moving forward. We got David Hobbs coming up next week. And do us a favor, retweet these. Get this video series out there. Let people know about it. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more long form. YouTube wants a 10-minute video. So if you push out a longer 20-25-minute video, it may not hit the algorithm and the analytics just the right way. So help us continue to grow the film breakdown. It ain't going anywhere. I love it. It's one of my favorite things we do on the channel. Smash the thumbs up. We'll see you guys tonight for the Super Bowl watch party. Hope you guys will come hang out. But that's going to do it for this one. Go check out the merch. Links are in the description. For Coach Jay, my name's Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.